Shalom, Rainicorns. It's Ellie here. So, the topic is. Where my other phone? There. Where you go? There you go. We talk about being organized, all that good stuff. Um, and it's a new week. We are ending the Lionsgate portal right now. We're halfway done with August. And I'm gonna tell you right now, we in a state. What's up? What's up, Zimrul? We in a state of Hey, all I'm saying is, a lot of folks definitely got to get their stuff together. So I am definitely here to assist with that if you would like to get your stuff together. However, there is I don't know how should I say. There's something going on to where basically if a good amount of people don't get their stuff together, it's not, I mean, just being realistic, it doesn't look too good. There's strength in numbers. However, if the numbers are small, so be it, and that is what it is. So, with that being said, hello, Shalom, Rainicorns. Welcome everybody. Peace to the gods and goddesses, high vibrational beings here. Okay, and for like, if y'all don't, I mean, most of y'all already know we got all the beings from pretty much everywhere here now. Everybody just up, like, my issue is that they talk about population control as if there's too many like flesh beings here. And the thing is, there's a whole bunch of immigrants from different planets coming over here. I'm just like, hold on, we got all these aliens coming from different planets, and y'all over here trying to kill everybody that's here. And everyone, but then, what? I'm trying to figure out something. Because all I'm saying is, they being, I mean, bro, whatever. Anyway, um, I'm finna roll up now, and I'm rolling with these, what's it? Well, it's these leaves. It's, the flavor is sweet. The thing is, like, I've had sweet flavored stuff before with, like, um, tobacco products. It's just, this one literally smells like brownies. Like, it literally like, it smells like one of the thick guys fudge brownies. Roast and Rage said, peace, goddess. What's the vibes? TK Bethia said, with the roses in the hearts. Zimrul said, you. Roast and Rage said, your hair so fire, natural, thank you. Leo 369 put a sunflower. Gratitude. Carlos King said, what it is, goddess, I see you rolling up. I'm smoking on black coffee. Yes, that's right. Okay. Zimrul said, that's true, but their main focus is us, though. Shit crazy, lol. Man, all I know is I'm done with all of this. I am exhausted. So I had already let fam know. I was like, I'm finna roll a spliffy and be done for this evening. Like, I'm gonna go live. I'm live with y'all now. I'm finna talk about, organization. I'm doing what we gotta do to be better as individuals and whatnot. And then I'm going to sleep. Because this energy, I don't know what y'all been feeling today, but man, I went to a couple of different places and saw like people at work. And it was just weird how stuff happen. Like, I don't know. Like, have y'all been seeing people acting weird? Because I asked somebody else about it. I was like, yeah, I saw this person do this. And then that person, they were like, yeah, I thought they were going to glitch out. I was like, man. Mm. Okay. I probably don't need that much weed. Yeah. Zimrold said that's. Oh no, you already read that one. Okay. Michael Johnson said, "Hey Ellie, just coming through. Nice to see you. What's up? What's up?" Rosie Ray said that juice kicking in. Mm-hmm. 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 Well, I just I'm observing. I'm glad that we are all in high vibrations and high spirits, um, and full of joy. I was upset earlier too. I was like, hold up, why am I upset right now? I felt it. And I was like, I verbalized it. I was like, I feel angry, and I don't want to feel that way. So I felt better later. I was just like, mm-mm. Where like verbalizing and expressing how you feel is very important right now, cause a lot of things feel like they don't make sense. However, they make a lot more sense than they appear to. So you could be in a chill setting with a group of people, right? You could be anywhere. If you say, yo, it feels tense in here, other people might be like, yeah, it does feel tense in here. Why does it feel like that? And then it'll spark a conversation and then people can figure it out. Otherwise, everybody's just sitting there in this tense energy and feeling uncomfortable, not knowing what's up. Everybody looking at each other, thinking that there's an issue with the person. Whole time it's an entity in the room. So, like, or there's some magic done on the room or something to make people feel that way on purpose. Like, all sorts of things. So, you just gotta be, like, vocal and aware. The, we just had a full moon. So, we're gonna be going into the new moon now as the moon starts waning. And so, make sure, you're getting your things ready for like manifestation. Increase your manifestations after this point now. Now that the energy is like going down. So then by the time the new moon arrives, all of the things that you have been planning to manifest are now put into basically that pot. And so it's going to be there in its purest form. Then it charges. Once the new moon hits, then you stop doing what you're doing. Once the new moon hits, then you just let it manifest and it grows with the moon. So then it goes from a new moon, waxes into once again a full moon. And then that's when your manifestations appear. So, I know that we had talked a bit on the community tab about the next topics that we're going to be talking about. So this is kind of like inching into it. Since it's more constructive videos, we usually just chill and vibe. But you know, like we are taking things more seriously. Like I said, like we're ending the year. We're gonna end the year strong. Me personally, I have a few goals that I would like to achieve by the time the year ends for my own personal reasons. Um, as far as business goes and being an individual who knows how the cycles of life go yearly, at least, it's good to end the year with a bang because you feel great by the time the next year comes. Because, like, a lot of folks, they do this whole, they still believe in the whole New Year's resolution thing, right? So, even if they don't, if you start your year off feeling behind, you don't feel good. Even some people don't really, like, me personally, if I feel like on time or like just right or okay, even that makes me feel a little weird. I like to like overproduce so that way I can chill more. I can chill more, and it's better for whoever receives what. Because it's like, if I overproduce and do the best that I can for whoever, not only do they get more than what they asked for, I also can rest simply because, okay, come time for the next thing, we already have some leftovers. So then we can feast off the leftovers while we're preparing for the other stuff. A lot of people have to they're just there, so then they don't have leftovers. They gotta keep cooking. I'm trying to chill and just eat leftovers for a couple of days. And then get back to work. That hustle and bustle energy is just a nah. Like, to really, I'm not saying hustle and bustle energy is bad and to never indulge in it. It does have its place in, life. It's just to constantly be in that state is a no. That's like struggle energy. Like, you can't constantly be in struggle energy. You have to find peace within that, even if you are currently in it. And that's not something I'm saying to a person. And it's like, oh, easier said than done. I had to do it several times, so I'm not trying to hear it from. I'm really not trying to hear it from anybody. Like, I don't think anybody has an excuse anymore. Like, I'm really not trying to hear it because I know plenty of youth that have found peace in the darkest of places. And me being an adult going through what I've gone through, and not just comparison to what they have gone through, what they are going through, but the times we're in and the energy that they have, the joy that they have, the outlook that they have on life, the gratitude they have. No, I don't want to hear it from anybody. I really don't want to hear it. I really don't want to hear it. A lot of us have had way too much patience. A lot of us have had way too much patience for the way that not just younger people get treated, but just the lack of tolerance. Like the lack of like, okay, folks got to live their life. I really didn't get to live like an adult person life. Like, I'm gonna share my life personally, and I'm gonna let y'all know how fucked up it is for these teenagers out here. I got to be a teenager. Um, as far as like being a young person though, no, I got pregnant kind of early, and so by the time I have my child and we're like, I'm doing business stuff and everything's cool, and I get back into having a social life, then COVID hits. So imagine you got to live your life and live in your 20s. You got to go to college. You got to graduate or drop out, whatever you decided to do. You got to work a couple of jobs and travel a couple states and do whatever you wanted to do. You got to do whatever you wanted to do. And these kids got locked in their houses for years. These children have been locked in their houses since 2020. And that's just the ones we see or don't see anymore. There's plenty of them that have been locked away for more years than that. Like, that's how serious this is. My whole everything with my speech is just, bro. That was another person. Like, that was a child that was speaking from an underground facility somewhere. They're speaking from a basement. This isn't even like a super crazy government facility. This is like a basic ass, like, group home or something. And they're just in the basement. This is the shit that, like, don't get talked about on the news and in the mainstream media. It takes, like, crazy people on the internet and psychics and, like, people with spiritual gifts, telepathy, intuitive knowledge and information to be able to share this stuff. And then the whistleblowers from the third dimension, they finally get to say stuff later. However, while it's happening, it just looks like something crazy on the internet. Oh, that's just a conspiracy theory. That don't make sense. That don't make sense. Well, where is the child? What's their name? How old are they? Why does any of that matter? I'm trying to figure out why people would argue against having better for the next generations. I'm really trying to get how y'all got to experience all the life you wanted to experience for all these decades. We get our time cut all the way short. And you think it's just supposed to be okay? Like, I know y'all had, like, crazy stuff happen. Y'all had recessions. And, like, economic falls. And, y'all had sicknesses, epidemics. Y'all ain't had nothing like this where the whole world got shut down. The whole world got shut down. Everybody had to do everything from home, and they're still trying to keep people in that state of being. Y'all didn't have this. So I don't really want to hear it when it's like, oh, well, I did this and I had to crawl out of this place. Like, certain things, yeah, like things like like abuse or like forms of neglect or different things like that. Yeah, sure, definitely. As far as like just saying, just some certain stupid stuff that older people be saying that it just don't make sense. This stuff just don't make sense. Like how do you expect somebody from this generation and younger to do what you just said under the conditions that everybody's under? Like, how does that make sense? Yet somebody from our generation could say something crazy and then they'll be like, oh, well, I don't believe that, blah blah blah, and then blah blah blah. And it's like, well, what you said doesn't make any sense. What I said makes perfect sense to me, and you're just trying to discourage me from doing it just because you don't get it. And that's not my fault that you don't get it. You can sit here and educate yourself, or just leave me alone instead of being negative, weak ass. And that's just how it is, man. I don't get it. Because, like, okay, I'm an adult now. So when I talk to younger people, like, I speak to them as if their thing is just a thing. I don't talk to them like, oh, well, it'll be better once you're this or that. No, if somebody younger than me has something better than me, I'll be like, yo, what? Look at that. Like, ooh. Like, I'm shit. I'm hyping this shit all the way up because it deserves to be hyped. Like, what are you talking about? I'm not gonna be like, oh, well, I've done it for this many years, so I'm not like, why would I? Why? If someone younger than me is doing something better than me, that lets me know that we're getting better, and that's all I care about. If I try to destroy the future, then that defeats the whole purpose of me saying that I want better for the future. That means you like, oh my gosh, these niggas be capped when they be saying this stuff. And this isn't even like a spiritual thing. Like, our people have a problem. Like, it's a mental issue. It's a mental issue. How you gonna see somebody doing something amazing and then try to tear them down? Like, I'm not saying it's okay to do it if it's your competition, if you've been in competition with these people for a few years or whatever, and it's like been a thing with y'all. But if in that context, if it's a culture thing, okay. But if you see somebody younger, why are you gonna try to go tear them down? If they beat you, they beat you. And just, it's okay. It's not even the L you took. Because you could look at it as like this. Oh, like, okay, say if you know them, right? Oh, well, they said they were inspired by me. I helped them get there. Like, I'm so glad that I was able to be an inspiration to help them become a better person in life. Just be happy with that and move on. Like, niggas really be here. Like, they wouldn't be here without me. Ah! Like, just looking all ugly. Just, they wouldn't be here without me. You don't know what that person's going through, or what they've learned, or what they've experienced to be able to be in the position they're in. Don't just niggas just be over here trying to take credit for no reason, not knowing nothing that's going on for real. It wouldn't be here if it wasn't for me. Even my parents don't even do that. Like, that's how I know niggas be on bullshit. Like, okay, my own parents birthed me, have very much influenced the way that I am as a person. I grew up with both of them, and I talk to both of them on a regular basis. Okay? My parents don't even, like, do all that. They know when they have, like, taught me something, and we talk about it, we acknowledge it and stuff like that. We discuss it, things of that nature. Being all up on BS is not something that my parents just be doing. And if they do it, they definitely do it behind my back and nobody tells me about it. Because, gosh, everybody be telling me all the tea that be happening with folks nowadays. All like new people I met and whatever. Word gets back to me quickly. And I don't think people realize that word gets back to me very quickly, both spiritually and third dimensionally. People forget I am a whole, like, I don't have a YouTube channel just because I just want to have a YouTube channel. I have one just because I wanted to have one. If you want to subscribe, it's over there. But like, this one was made for a purpose and for a reason. So when I say things like telepathic communication, prophecy, looking into the future, I'm not joking. Like, I'm so serious. That's a real thing, and that's what I do. People just think I'm ignorant and I don't know stuff. And I kind of like it. Sometimes I kind of like it because then people don't look at you too much. But then once people start to know that you know what you know, then they start looking at you. And then they be like, well, I'm no longer just an ignorant bubble anymore. Now I don't know. Because I just play dumb. But then when people find out I'm not dumb, then they get uncomfortable. I mean, I just be cooling. I don't be trying to do, like, the only things that I try to do are the things that I try to do, and they're very loud, and it's very, like, clear exactly what it is I want to do. So, other stuff, like that bullshit, I don't be about it. All I do is put together spiritual messages and synchronicities to see what the fuck's going on. Other than that, though, I'm chilling. Most of the time, I'm eating food. Yeah. I'm kidding. Most of the time I'm eating food, smoking on something, learning something, or like, or doing like creating something, bro. Like, I don't know. I don't know what be going on. I'm almost done, though. I'm just grinding this up. I like doing it real slow. Let's see. Okay, Zimmerl said, y'all been feeling high off this energy or what? Mm-hmm. Rosa Ray said, hell yeah, girl, you know it. Leo said, everything been crazy. Everything been crazy. Zimmerl said, on me, Rage. I hate the word conspiracy, son. LOL. TS10 said, yo, what's up? Zimmerl said, facts. Eagle Wisdom said, grand uprising, star sister seed. Grand rising this evening. Vincent Brand said, peace, goddess. Peace, God. Rock BG said, hello, beautiful goddess. Yes. Hello. But yeah, I'm eating food, smoking in my garden, talking to some entities or something. Yeah, like me personally, I just don't do much. I don't like to do much because I like for most of my energy to go to my spirit body. To be very honest with you, because this world ain't shit. Like, this world ain't shit. So I'm putting in most of my work in the astral realm so it can manifest here faster, because I'm done efforting on this third dimensional plane. I'm really done efforting here on this third dimensional plane. I'm just doing stuff straight in the astral realm, and that's different from sitting in meditation and like trying to attract things and not do any work. Like, no, I have laid down the groundwork. I have set the foundation. I have put things in motion, bruh. I can sit on my ass and attract some shit now if I want to. I really can. I have every right to do so. And I know that some of you watching have that right to do so as well. Niggas ain't just start doing shit. Niggas been on 5-year, 7-year journeys on some real. Okay? This ain't some, we just happened to get on the internet and we're like talking to people about stuff. Like, no, we have real lives. We are real people. Like, we're real entities. I say it like that because we're not human beings. It's a little different. Nor are we bots or created entities or whatever. We're natural organic beings, and we happen to be here in the Matrix with everybody. Yet it's just, I don't know, man. And then especially those of us who are younger, born in the 90s and younger, it's especially hard on us right now because we're being expected to act like the people who've been here the whole time. We just got here. Like, I just got here. I just got here. Like, maybe when I'm 29, 30, 32 or something, then I could be like, yeah. But no, I'm 24. A lot of people my age don't even have kids yet. And then that's not to say somebody in their 30s doesn't have children. It's just, it's normal to not have kids in your 20s. When you're in your 30s, most people tend to have children already. But like, folks out here my age really just living life and doing whatever, and I'm stressed out about life because, not in a bad way. It's just I would like for people to all the way be on board. Like, I'm satisfied and happy with the work that I have put in. I'm happy with myself. That's what I'm gonna be clear. I just put the weed in here. I'm finna roll it up. I'm gonna be clear on this. I'm satisfied and happy with myself and the work that I have put in as an individual. That's to lay that out. However, I'm just not satisfied with the overall collective. Not just because of that tarot reading, but and if you don't know what I'm talking about with the tarot reading, which video is that? Y'all remember what the name of that video was? It was like Hey Rainicorns or something. But we did a reading on the general collective for high vibing beings, or those who claim to do so. Those who claim to vibe high. And yeah, and it just wasn't a good reading. The collective is not in a good state of being right now. And so And I felt that way for a minute. I just thought it was because of my own personal experience. But I also have to remember that my own personal experience mirrors the collective a lot. Or most of us have experiences that mirror the collective a lot because that's the collective. So, well, yeah, I mean, that whole self doubt thing, the whole like I was never really insecure about anything. Like if I was insecure, I want to be able to just like get on camera whenever I feel like it, no matter how I look. The only reason I wasn't on camera was because of like my actual safety and well being as an individual. So it's two very different things. So insecure, no. Now self doubt is a little different because that's more abilities and stuff like that. So, but when it comes to like all that bullshit, low vibrational shit, I'm just like, yo, I be looking at it. I'm like, yeah, we really don't have time. Like, we don't even have the time. I don't have the tolerance for a lot of that stuff anymore. Like, seriously, I don't know. I don't know. Just the low vibrational things, just I don't know. Like, no, we don't have time. Oh, queen. The peppermint tarot, I love her so much. I like. I got that. She just be like, oh, queen. Like, oh, okra. It's just a period. Like, yeah. It's just something about us that's amazing. Okay, all right, y'all. So let's get down to business. Literally. And so it's a great thing to do on like Sundays if you structure your weeks. And it's very smart if you own a small business to structure your weeks and have a schedule of some sort to some extent, especially if you have children. You don't just want to be all over the place, all over everywhere all the time and not have any structure. That is not how you can sustain things. That is not how things can continue. Now, while I don't have my child with me right now, I'm still somewhat on some sort of schedule to make sure that I can still operate on my own, right? And so how do I take the time out to look and see what I have going on or what needs to be done, different things like that. So of course I look at like my email and stuff like that, right? So I look at my email, see if I have anything that I have to respond to and make either a mental or literal note of that, and I do it on my work day. So tomorrow would be my work day, right? So I would make sure I do that. Or if I have an idea that I would like to put out, then I have it in my notes, right? So I think I mentioned to y'all before, I have a product that I just started adding more value to. So it's not that I added a new product, and it's not that I changed the price of the product. I'm keeping the same price of it, and I'm making it better for the price it's already at. And so with me doing that and people have more value with that particular product, I can market it more with the new features of it with the same price. And so yeah, then that'll attract like more people to other products and stuff like that. So that's how it works when it comes to like marketing and stuff like that. If you have a high end product and you have lower end products, like whether people buy the high end product or not, people see you advertising and marketing a high end product. It's like, oh, okay, well, what else they got? And then like sometimes people be like, well, I can't afford this, well, I'll get this. And some it just be like that sometimes, or it'd be like, oh, well, I like this, I'll eventually get this particular high end product later or whatever. And so stuff like that, it builds brand awareness as well. Um, and dang it, Uriel is live right now. How Dolo is gonna be live while I'm live? No, I can't watch you. Okay, anyway. So it's like, okay, some people may face what's it called, procrastination and stuff, right? And so with us being higher vibe beings, we face a lot more I'll say, honestly, it's physical limitations. We face a lot more third dimensional limitations than most individuals. Like, sometimes stuff just either doesn't work for me, or stuff's just so weird around me that it's like, I don't even want to do this anymore. Like, I'm not even going to do it. It's just too weird of an experience for me to continue. It's too third dimensional. It's not going to work. It's too deep in the matrix for me to even be comfortable with this. And so we have to move in different ways. We're not able to just like chop, chop, do robotic, the same as everybody else sort of things. And even when people are able to do what everybody else is able to do, that's cool. It's still recognizing that you vibe higher. When you are aware and when you work on yourself, you vibe higher. So you have to treat yourself as such. Not to say you treat yourself better than anyone else. It's just like, you know what's up. You know what to entertain and what not to entertain, you know? Alright. So is anyone dealing with anything that needs to be worked on specifically when it pertains to planning, taking action, and organization? We got the Ace of Spades, number 37, so 1 and 37. The rapiers warn us against assaults which threaten and will occur sooner or later according to the distance from the person. So that sounds like distraction. So dealing with distractions, right? Dealing with distractions, you really have to learn how to get into your zone for real, for real. Like, you getting into your own zone is very, very important, and not allowing anyone to interrupt it. And even when it is interrupted, you're able to get back into it without too much of an issue, because that's a thing as well. Like, maybe you know how to get into it, but if it gets interrupted, then you're mad for the rest of the day or for some hours or whatever, when you could just be able to spend that time being like, well, that was unfortunate. Let me get back to what I was doing and just put that time back in without losing it. And so, that comes with the whole thing. You know what? Okay, relationships and children. Like, okay, some of the biggest distractions can be things like, if you have a business, you can't get distracted by your business and start neglecting your family. And then vice versa. You start, I'll say, spending unwarranted time with your family, because spending time with family is great. At the same time, if you have responsibilities, you have responsibilities. So y'all could watch another movie on Netflix together, or you could spend that hour, 2 hours, filing away some documents and making sure that things are taken care of for the next 2 months. And that's only going to take 2 hours. So it's about being smart and not letting things distract you, even when they appear to be good. Too much water is bad for you. It's interesting to say, like, too much love is bad for you. It's not to say that too much love is bad for you. It's just like, love can be a distraction. For real, for real. Love can be a distraction. Like, what, like, them couples that just like be crazy sometimes, all they do is lay up together and argue and fight, and it's like, y'all don't do nothing but argue and fight, yet you laid up together. That don't make sense. So the love distracts from what is actually going on in the relationship because of the love. When it's like, I feel like, me personally, I feel like people like that who are toxic can actually love each other. They love certain aspects of that other person. It's just they can't fully be in love with that other person because they don't love themselves enough. If people, like, that's why I always say, work on yourself. You do your own shadow work. Because it's not about going to marriage counseling. It's not about relationship counseling. It's not about trying to fix the other person. It's about making sure you're healed enough to receive the love that that other person has to offer. So that's a lot. That is a lot. This is way deeper than I thought it was going to be. At the same time, we is spiritual, you know what I'm saying? So it's going to be different. Not just like a regular experience video, you know what I'm saying? Okay. Now, that's that. Let me see what y'all got to say over here. Oh, snap. Y'all, man, what? Alright. What's your name? Hold on, what's your name? Dwickachu. Dwickachu. Yo, username is Dwickachu. He said, peace, Radicore Goddess. Okay, peace, Radicore God. Is Dwickachu in the building? What? That is such an interesting username. Okay, Rose said, don't forget fighting in the Ashura. Man, listen, I already mentioned that earlier. Crystal, the Goddess 911 said, love and light, Goddess. So true. Love and light. Rose said, me waiting for Ellie to roll. You know what? It's crazy because I saw that emoji the other day, and I'm not surprised it's you, Rose, using this emoji. But what if that sleeping emoji with the Z's, right? What if the Z, you just transform mentally? What if that is a telepathic message? So the person's just sitting there like, it's like, instead of them being like, and that be a noise, it would be the person like concentrated like, sending a telepathic message. This is just food for thought. Food for thought. Q Rasta said, peace, Goddess. How you been? Peace, God. It's Q Rasta in the building. I'm good. I'm great, honestly. Like, I'm chilling. How are you? Crystal, the Goddess 911 said facts. Roasted Ray said facts. That's why I do what I want to do. Yeah, that was the title. Crystal said, love it. LOL, your energy amazing. Oh, thank you. Oh my goodness. I love you guys so much. Like, it's really interesting because, like, the internet's the internet, right? For whatever reason, different sectors of the internet are different sectors of the internet. I can be my fullest self, like, around my family members and stuff like that. Like, my family could see me do stuff like this, and I'll just be like, whatever. Like, I've gotten, like, visions in front of my family members and stuff like that, so it's like, whatever. And then, like, I'm a nude person, so, like, sometimes I'll forget. Like, I'll wait until, like, no one's home to start doing that. But then, even when they get home, they'll be like, oh my goodness, here. I'll be like, oh, that's my government name. But they'll say, like, oh my goodness, what's going on? I'll be like, oh yeah, let me go back inside. And then I'll put my clothes on or whatever. But it's just like, I have to be my fullest self all the time. Trust me, bro. Like, this internet stuff, I be vibing like this all day. This is, like, I can only share a couple of hours with y'all. This is my whole day. If I could just be live all, like, I used to, I don't know if y'all know about Big O. Big O's like this one app where literally people just be live all, like, it's not a live stream like you go back and watch it sort of thing. It's just, you're just live. A lot of, yeah, you're just live. And so people just see what you do all day. And so I used to do that. It was fun, but, like, I wasn't doing it for the money, and I didn't want to get into it deeper for the money, and it just became toxic with the with what I was doing at the time, and it was like, it would have been too much for me to even try to do all that. But I don't know, the way that things are going right now, and, like, with YouTube and Instagram somewhat. I say YouTube more, but Instagram on a more personal level, but YouTube reaching more people in a broader spectrum. It's just like a really beautiful thing. Because a lot of people are coming together, a lot of people are uniting, and that's really all I care about at the end of the day. So. That looks pretty. I like the way that looks. Brother Tajay said, peace, love, and life to you, sis. High gratitude to you for still doing your thizzle. Wadu. Okay. Peace, love, and life to you as well. I think this is done. You done? Somewhat. Maybe end up. I would wrap this with hemp, but I don't think it, no. It's a little small. So like I like journals and stuff, right? So I got a new journal, a planner, a journal and a planner, two different things. And so for whatever notes I gotta take, of course, I could take those notes and whatever I have to put in my calendar, literally I could have it. And so it's like, oh, we have phones. That's too much of a planner and all that stuff. No, like honestly, phones be phones, man. Like you know what I'm talking about. Like y'all know what I'm saying. Sometimes I don't like holding my phone, and I still gotta do important stuff. So I have to go back to pen and paper. And plus, y'all know these devices the feds anyway, so we shouldn't even be putting everything on these phones, even if it's not online. Oh, this is the smoke portal. So if I pass the blunt like this, if you're new to my channel, that means that you can hit the blunt. So you know how you'll see a picture of some food, right? And you'll be like, oh, I smell the food or I taste it. That's because you do. These devices are portals. So yeah, you can try it with your friends, do it on the phone, on FaceTime, video call, all that. I'm gonna show you on my planner. Okay. This is a pretty big planner because I do plan to really be planning. I plan to be planning. Gosh darn it, I plan to be planning. Okay? I ain't got time for nothing else. I really look like someone's mom. I am someone's mom, but goddamn, it look like you walk in the room and she like, didn't I tell your ass? Like, damn. I mean, yes, mommy. That's all my son. Like, yes, mommy. All right, now go back outside and play. That's all this energy is right now. Just, oh my god, that's hilarious. Michael Johnson said, yes, ma'am, thank you. Brother Tajay said, got me over here hitting it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Did that say? Oh, okay, that's Crystal. Okay. What the Eagle Wisdom said, yes, I have a hard copy of Everything Electronics Can Malfunction. Yes, and Eagle Wisdom, yes, goddess. That also includes, those of us who are into NFTs and electronic currency, all that. You'll still need, I forgot what the device is called, but it looks similar. It looks similar to like this, right? To back up your cryptocurrency and anything else that you have on the blockchain. Your NFTs, all that. You have to have, I forgot what the device is called. I'm going to have to look it up because I'm not just going to leave y'all with that and just not say what it is. But yes, everything electronic, you really need a hard copy of it. A ledger. It's a particular wallet that is called, what is it called? It just says a hardware wallet, basically a crypto hardware wallet where you can keep anything that you have on the blockchain. And so yeah, so that goes for business as well. You got to have like your stuff like out, like copies of it. And so yeah, this is from 2000, the rest of 2022 and 23. I think this is the full, it's not the full year of 23, it's up until June 23. And when I did the reading, actually, that's about the time period that I read for. What? Okay. These people who produce this plan are low key the feds. They over here, like, it's smart. At the same time, they got a few pages where you can put all your passwords to your stuff. I'm not doing that. It's smart for, like, if it's an older person, I would see definitely they would utilize that, but like just putting all the stuff in one spot, no. Okay. But anyway, it's set up like a calendar. Okay, they got the calendars for each month on here, and then they got it set up by the days and the weeks later. So yeah, pretty much what I do is, like, I look at the dates, of course, and I see like what I may have coming up, whether it's a bill, whether it's a event I have to be at, or if it's an important date like someone's solar return or a particular alignment I'm looking for, so I can see what exactly is going on with the energy, stuff like that. I'll write it down. Like, a good idea to do would be writing down like the moon phases and stuff on particular days, so on certain days you know what's up, or even speaking to myself, I'll know what's up on that particular day because I wrote it down already. And like I said, that goes for anything. So let's say you may not have a new family, right? You may have a new family, but you and your family are like intentionally growing closer, right? On your planner, literally put stuff down. Put things like Sunday meditation down. Put things like Sabbath down. Like, this Sabbath we're all gonna go to the park. This Sabbath we're all gonna wear pajamas all day. Like, nobody's putting on jeans, or like no one's putting on like regular outing clothes. Everybody's chilling at the house all day. Like, intentionally write stuff down and be like, oh, we're all gonna make this sort of food, or not make certain food. Like, you have certain food prepared and stuff like that, and you enjoy yourself. Intentionally plan to enjoy yourself, if that is something you're doing as far as like family building, that you're intentionally trying to do. Because some people think that may be like, oh, I don't need to write that down. Well, you think your whole Saturday's gonna go, your whole Sunday's gonna go, your whole Monday, Tuesday, whatever day you pick is gonna go. You're gonna be like, I had that free day, I had that day off, and I forgot, blah blah blah. And it's just, so it goes for everything, not just work, especially spirituality. Because, like, remembering planetary alignments, oh my goodness, I'm not new to astrology. It's still like I'm not gonna keep up with it the same way like other people do, so I have to intentionally do other things where I may not have the mental space for it. I have to take that initiative in the third dimension. That's why I said I'm not efforting in the third dimension the way that I was for certain things or with certain circumstances. It's I'm efforting more in my spiritual space than I am with other things, because this third dimensional spiritual work is multiplied however many times in the astral realms, which will make it multiply however many times down here in the third dimension for whatever it is I'm manifesting and or working on. Raquan Smith said, tapping in, peace and love, everyone. Peace. Michael Johnson said, enjoying your energy, your vibe is on. Superpower. Okay, I love it, with the pink flowers. Yes. Brother Tajay said, we need to exit them from our conscious real soon, sis. Then I hold on. Oh, them F motherfuckers. Although they're heavy in their 3D parasites to the mission. Mm. You said something there. You said something right there. Michael said, yes, man, thank you. Brother Tajay said, Ashe. Yeah. So yeah, then with the week setting, it's just like more details. So if you like want to add more details, you can. I usually don't need a whole lot of details anymore. I used to have a whole lot of details that I wanted to write down. It's just like I'm no longer like controlling a whole lot of things, especially when it comes to spirituality. Yes, it's like be specific with things, be specific with intentions. Yes, at the same time, I still have to be in a state of flow versus um force, manipulation. That's not what I'm about. I'm about letting what the most high needs to do happen. Like I'm not gonna make it my narrative and try to control a situation that I don't need to be controlling. So I just leave it, not leave it to chance. I do what I'm supposed to do to have the required outcome. However, I don't do too much. You see what I'm saying? Like it's that sort of thing. I do extra stuff sometimes, yes. It's just don't do too much. It's always that state of okay, take a step back. But yeah, um, what do y'all like to do when it comes to organizing things, and like what ideas? Like if y'all saw the poll earlier, I'll probably go over what was said in it. That y'all like want to see in live streams and stuff. Cause on top of the economy changing, it's a lot of things are like flipping. Literally, it's really cool, and it's really interesting to me, and it always reflects what's happening in the etheric realms. And you really have to look at everything with your third eye versus just some stuff. And this me, I really this is me. If y'all look up the sea goat, and then that's the, I'll say, humanoid version of it, the first one I showed you. Yes. Okay. All right. So we're gonna be talking about credit, social media, um, debt, and digital products. And for the spiritual stuff, we're going to be talking about the moon, telepathic communication, astral traveling, remote viewing, and protection. So I'm really excited for all of those. The first one, for the spiritual stuff, it seems like we're going to be talking about. I might wait until it gets to 25 votes. I wait till each one gets to 25 votes. That's what I may do. So the spiritual one has a couple more votes to go. The other one has like 8 more. So yeah, I'll wait till each one gets to 25 votes. Like both of them have to be at 25, and then we'll start hitting those topics. I'll go ahead and like make the videos, and then as each one hits 25 votes, or like it might hit tomorrow or whatever, then I'll like go ahead and start releasing them. And then as far as the lives go, it depends on what I'm doing. So I'll probably pick some topics. I may pick all the spiritual topics to talk about in different live streams, and then talk about the biz stuff. Those videos are definitely all gonna like I might make longer individual videos for those, because those are gonna be really really good and very helpful. And I might, honestly, for those, I might have to redo those videos for my real estate page, because all of those I've had experience with throughout doing this in the real estate investing industry. So it's like, all right, cool. I can use that as a another blueprint to help people in different ways if they have a small business versus just this. So that's just like YouTube content, like helping people out with certain things, because it's like that's what I mean by making your brand, making your business more valuable for people. Certain information I have is already free, and then certain information I have is for sale. So by making good free content for people, it makes the paid content even that much more valuable, even if the price is the same, you know? So you have to look at things from a different way versus just being like, oh, money this, money that. It's like, how much value are you bringing to the marketplace? Are you being an asset to the marketplace? There's really, in the marketplace, there is a way to be a, what's it called, a liability. Because if people are like doing things to people that are not good, that is being a liability to the marketplace, because that provides like distrust, and that develops like bad relationships, and that's not good for the marketplace. So that is how a person can be a liability to the marketplace. However, if a person is doing things to benefit the collective, that is being an asset to the marketplace. So how can you be an asset to the marketplace versus being a liability or not bringing any value to the marketplace and trying to figure out, oh, why isn't anybody doing this or whatever? Like, how do you stand out? How are you different? How are you valuable, Key Rasta said, just know it's two blunts in rotation. Alright. Brother Tajay said, those spiritual categories lit. One of the gods should come with the sun solar teachings and how it could be harnessed. Yeah. Definitely. If the gods want to talk about it, for sure. I know a great way of doing that is doing this and what's it called? Sunbathing. Once you use it for your body, and it's great to use it throughout. But definitely the guys can chop it up about that topic. But yeah, yo. Oh, we've been on here for a little minute. What? We got 17 viewers and 20 likes. Gratitude and appreciation to all the rainicorns. Yes. Yes. Alright. But I love all of y'all so much. And let me see. Like I said, these individual videos are gonna be dropping, and I'll go live at different particular times and discuss it with y'all. The whole purpose of me going live versus just dropping a video is like the video will be dropped, and then people over time will always be able to watch it. A live, like, not everybody's gonna sit through a whole hour. Like, dedicated rainicorns will probably catch the replay and watch the full hour stream if that's what they choose to do as a dedicated rainicorn, and they find this to be valuable to their life. If I'm being an asset to them, then they're going to sit through this video and finish getting all the information I'm sharing, and stay tuned for the new information that's going to be shared, and stay tuned for the live stream that's next. Versus a shorter video where people can get the information quickly, even if it's not as in much detail. If they want to watch the live stream for more detail, they can figure that out after watching the shorter one, stuff like that. And different discussions can be had in the comment section versus a live stream that's more interactive. So that you know what I'm saying? It's yeah. And just so y'all know, like, this is something I have been doing for years, for different reasons, and um, it's not something I'm new to, and so this is I'm expressing my fullest self now on this channel. I've been taking it easy, just chilling, Just keeping it basic over here. Now that I see that it is necessary for me to not just switch things up to make things better for those who have not just have been dedicated over the past year and a half, also those who see the future in things, even if they're new here, they see the future in things and they want to not just benefit as much as possible, they want to give as much as possible as well. It's like a lot of the unicorns, y'all don't just sit here and watch my videos. Y'all be like we be chopping it up. Like y'all be giving me advice, y'all be sharing y'all's downloads with me. Y'all be like, making sure I'm good, stuff like that. So I appreciate that a lot. And so I want to make sure this is the best environment for everybody who take not just their spirituality seriously, they take their entire life seriously. Like spirituality is life. Like it's not just a thing that you do sometimes and that's it. It's not about lighting a thing and then that's the spirituality. It's like no, like me waking up is a spiritual experience. Everything is that. And so when you acknowledge that first in your life, all praises to the Most High, then everything else in your life flows. So always keep that first. Always. I mean, y'all know this. So it's just like constant reminders. But yeah. Hold on 1 second. Brother Tajay said, peace, love, and life to Ellie Wadu. Peace, love, and life to you as well. Sato Reye said, Satat Reye said, peace to the guys. Peace to you. Alright, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and go. I will see y'all in the next one. I don't know if I'll post a video before I go live, or if I'll go live before I post a video. I don't know. We will see. But those spirituality videos, those should be coming first. I hope that this particular video helped you out or inspired you to go ahead and make sure that you're taking like your week seriously. It doesn't necessarily have to be on a Sunday that you do those sort of things. Whatever planetary alignment works for you and your energy, that is what you work with. I happen to work with the traditional way that people in the matrix operate when it comes to the weekends versus the weekdays, and so I go and flow that way. That may not work for you. You may want to flip everything, and it is what it is. Like I enjoy being awake during the sun hours. You may want to sleep during the sun hours and get your sun like later during the afternoon and then stay up throughout the rest of the night and then sleep throughout the day. That may be something you choose to do as an individual. So it's a matter of me helping you keep yourself accountable, and we all as a community, inspire each other to do the same thing. All right. So yeah, I hope y'all have a great evening. You have a great Monday tomorrow, and you have a great week. And if you're watching this on not a Sunday, I hope you have a great time, whatever time it is. That goes to show you, like with videos, time doesn't really exist. Like for real. Us in this live stream, we are in real time. A person catching the replay, they will not be in real time. However, they will hear the exact same words that I'm saying to you guys at a different time, even though Y'all hear it in real time. That stuff wild. Mystic, bro. Egoism said, peace, love, and prosperity to all. Yeesh. Crystal, the goddess, said, you as well, goddess. Yes. Alright. Shalom, Rainicorns. I will see you in the next one. Dawada. Peace be unto you. Thank you. Gratitude. Kamisha 85, peace and love, goddess. Peace and love, goddess.